Welcome back, viewers! 10 signs your body gives when you're not drinking enough water. What's more refreshing than a tall, ice-cold glass of water? Nothing. Not even a soda or cup of coffee can taste so satisfying. But drinking lots of water every single day? Nah. We bet many of you aren't a fan of this. Well, sorry to break it to you, but you really need to up your water game, especially if your body is giving you certain signals already. Lethargy, constipation, dry skin. Those are just some of the many signs that you aren't drinking enough water. After all, the human body makes up 60% of water. It's a crucial component that's necessary for various functions like maintaining a healthy weight and producing bodily fluids. So, if you're experiencing those symptoms, then you may be dehydrated. Stay tuned to get to know the 10 body signs that you're not consuming enough water. Number 1. You feel fatigued and lethargic. Not having enough water in the system can cause overall fluid loss. And when you're dehydrated, your body tries to make up for the loss by borrowing water from your blood. A lack of properly hydrated blood leads to insufficient oxygen being distributed throughout the body. Ultimately, it leads to tiredness and lethargy. Fatigue can seriously impact your sense of well-being and ability to focus. What's more, it usually accompanies clumsiness, which can make you prone to accidents. Plus, a lack of stamina makes that afternoon crash way earlier in the day. And don't even get us started on coffee because caffeine won't help in the long run. Number 2. You are constipated. Often, constipation is a result of not having enough fluid in high-fiber foods. Water promotes good digestion and regular bowel movements by keeping your stool soft and moving it easily through the digestive tract. In short, water lubricates your digestive system. But when you're dehydrated, the colon utilizes the water that would have been originally used by the intestines for the next step of the digestive process. Moreover, it forces the body to get water from stool to compensate for fluid loss, resulting in harder stool that's more difficult to pass. So, if you have irregular bowel movements, start drinking more water to loosen your stools and ease constipation. Number 3. Your pee looks darker. A body that lacks water compels the kidney to retain as much fluid as possible to sustain its regular function. This can lead to decreased urination, which is one of the top signs of low water intake. As a result, your urine comes out darker, cloudier, and stronger in odor. On top of that, you may get a higher risk of having a urinary tract infection or UTI. One of the causes of UTI is dehydration, wherein your body lacks enough water to flush out bacteria and toxins. Hence, drink more water to aid your body in flushing bacteria from the bladder and ultimately prevent infection from setting in. Number 4. You have a dry mouth, lips, and eyes. Have you gone through that awful feeling of the inside of your mouth turning dry and sticky? Well, it isn't rocket science to conclude that it's a result of low water intake or dehydration. The same goes for chapped lips that are painfully cracked. It isn't exactly a pleasant feeling, right? Lastly, dry eyes are another early indication of dehydration. This happens because without water, the tear ducts dry up, leading to irritated and bloodshot eyes. All those can be easily resolved or better yet avoided by increasing your daily water consumption. Aside from the dryness in your lips, eyes, and mouth, lack of water also causes dryness in the skin. More on that next. Number 5. Your skin is in bad condition. Like any other organ in the body, the skin needs enough water to remain in its best condition. Not to mention that it's the largest organ in the body. For that reason, if you aren't drinking enough water, then your skin starts looking dry, flaky, and less elastic. And if this continues, you can even have fine lines, wrinkles, and slightly sagging skin. What's more, a lack of water means the buildup of toxins, and this can trigger pimples and acne. Before we continue, a like would be great. Number 6. You get sick frequently and longer. Again, water assists in flushing toxins, waste, and bacteria from the body. This is done to fight disease and infection and boost the immune system. Therefore, if you don't fuel your body with sufficient water, it cannot work properly. Organs inside a dehydrated body will start getting water from stored areas like the blood, leading to a whole batch of problems. And as we've mentioned, lack of water can cause fatigue, which can mean you'd be less physically active, a risk factor for a weakened immunity. Number 7. You have persistent bad breath. Water is crucial for saliva production. It also helps remove bacteria to maintain healthy teeth and gums. Without it, saliva production is compromised and it will lead to bacterial buildup in the mouth. This is one of the ways bad breath can occur. So if you're maintaining good oral hygiene but are still having chronic bad breath, it's likely because you aren't drinking enough water. Weight gain is the top concern for many. If you're one of those, then you may want to reevaluate your current water consumption. It turns out that it's one of the side effects of dehydration. How did this happen? Number 8, you are gaining weight. If your water supply is short, then it can slow down the metabolism and inhibit the body from burning fat. In contrast, drinking as little as 500 milliliters of water can boost your metabolism by up to 30%. This explains why many experts advise increasing water intake if you want to lose and maintain weight. Also, it pays to know that without proper water intake, you start getting hunger pangs and sugar cravings, hence the weight gain. Number 9, you have muscle cramps. Do you exercise regularly? If so, then you may be very familiar with excessive sweating. This can lead to dehydration. And without enough water in the body to produce any more sweat, it can bring about muscle aches. Furthermore, it can decrease muscle mass and cause inflammation and soreness. Plus, inadequate blood flow to the muscles, which happens when you're dehydrated, results in muscle cramping. Number 10, you keep on getting headaches. Dehydration is often accompanied by headaches. According to experts, headaches and migraine are common signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Lack of water makes the blood thicker, making it difficult to carry as much oxygen. In the end, your brain doesn't get enough oxygen, which can result in headaches. Next time you have a headache, try drinking water first to see if it helps. Being informed of those signs is great, but how much water is good enough really? Are the 8 glasses of water per day rule applicable to everyone? Let's discuss more of this next. How much water you should drink a day? It's true that the rule of thumb for the recommended water intake is 8 glasses of water a day, but there are also specifics to this. For instance, children and older adults tend to require more water to remain hydrated. The same goes for those who take certain medications, have recently had a viral illness, or have a history of cardiovascular disease. Also, if you live in a hot, humid climate or you're sweating a lot, then you're also more susceptible to dehydration. Thus, you will need to drink more too. The best way to prevent dehydration is to listen to your body. Drink water whenever you feel thirsty. It's also recommended to hydrate yourself before, during, and after any physical activity. Aside from drinking lots of water, following a diet full of fruits and vegetables is another effective way of replenishing lost fluids. Plus, doing so won't just ensure you're hydrated, but your body also gets loads of high-quality nutrients and vitamins. Knowing when to seek medical help is vital. This way, you can prevent complications from happening. Here are the signs it's no longer a mild case of dehydration and you need a doctor. When to call a doctor. If you notice signs of severe dehydration, immediately phone your doctor. It can happen quickly to children, so it's best to check in sooner. Signs of severe dehydration include diarrhea lasting for more than 24 hours, no energy, feeling confused, dizzy, or faint, fast breathing or heartbeat, inability to keep fluids down, black or bloody poop. Have you experienced those signs before? What was the first thing you did? Share your experience below. You may also comment on your thoughts about this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. For more interesting facts on the human body, subscribe to the channel. Here are 2 more videos you should check out. Both of them will definitely help you reach your goals.